Hello everyone. Today let's talk about a book called as Ikigai. I have just finished reading this book. This is not a review of this book but only my views and my opinion. So after reading this book I would like to recommend this book to everyone to at least read it once. This word Ikigai, it is explained as the happiness of always being busy, which means you should find the work that you love such that you always enjoy it and you forget the time when you are doing it. If we go to work and if we do not like that work, it will become problematic for us. We will not enjoy our life and work both. So in this book it has two authors, Hector Garcia and Frances Morales. Both of them are originally from Spain. However, Hector Garcia is living in Japan from a very long time and he has written a lot of books and articles about Japanese culture. So both of the authors, they met somewhere in Tokyo and decided to research on the people of Japan who managed to be able to live more than 100 years, to talk to them and take their views about their long life, their age, and how they are still active and happy. So after researching, they have written this book. So there are 9 chapters in this book. The first chapter is they started with the Ikigai, the art of staying young while growing old. Right. There are the anti-aging secrets, that means the small things that add up to a long and happy life. For example, if you start following the small things, for example, waking up early in the morning, right? Start taking light food, organic items, more vegetables, fruits, less alcohol, right? Some daily exercise. All these things, if we start follow, this will add up to a long and happy life. Then they have also compared about logotherapy, which was famous in West, to Ikigai, and figure out the difference between them. So Ikigai is finding the purpose of life, the things that you enjoy, such that you can have a long and healthy life. For me, the chapters from 4 onwards are more interesting. For example, chapter 4 is finding flow in everything you do, right? Which means they have given examples about a chef, a sushi chef, a person who has sushi, who is preparing sushi in a small store somewhere in Tokyo station. He is doing this work from a past 30 years and is still enjoying the whole process of it, right? That means he is enjoying his work, he is really happy in doing this, and he is relaxed. So relax is also a keyword here. Sometimes you just leave everything, your work, and just sit and relax. This will also adds up to a long and happy life, because in these days in big cities, the corporate life, it's very stressful life. So stress is the main factor which is leading to short life or meaningless life, etc. So remove stress, be relaxed, and then follow these small things to be happy. Then the next chapter is they have interviewed or taken examples of few people across the world who lived more than 100 years of age, and they have shared their examples. For example, there is a person who had a record of have the highest age at one particular instance of time. He has said that he has never had alcohol in his life, Then there is a person who said he never have had meat in his life. And all these things and different examples. For example, all of them mostly, even though they crossed 100 years of age, they still were active and used to go to their field for work, for example to their vegetable market, etc. Then the next lesson they have focused on the Japan. So in the Japan there is one region called as Okinawa, and inside Okinawa there is a rural town which is called as Ogimi, which has the record of highest number of people who has crossed 100 and 110 years of age. So the authors, they went to that village and they have spent around a week time there and talked to more than 100 people who are around 100 or 90 plus of age, and they looked at their life. So almost everyone was like waking up early and then having an organic tea, then talking to friends, singing songs, going for a walk, going to their vegetable markets, and almost all of them are having a side hustle. For example, somebody is having a job and plus they also have a side work. For example, most of them are having a vegetable garden, which they love to work in the vegetable garden, plus it is also a second source of income. So they have the second guarantee in their life. That's why they are relaxed and nobody is worried. And also the social interaction is also very important. The social structure is also very important in Ogemi. So they have divided themselves among different groups who will organize different cultural activities, and that's where they talk to each other, they help each other, which gives them relaxation, and that's all these things adds up to their long, happy, stressful life, which is called as the Ikemi. Then also discussed about the diet. So as I mentioned, a few things that there is no hard and fast rule, but yes, they have mentioned about few diets. For example, um, acidic fruits, apple and oranges, and they have one particular fruit in Japan which is full of vitamin C. So all this and they take less of grains and etc., right? And some wines like red wines in limited amount they took daily. So all these foods, they have the information about it. Moreover, they have also discussed about gentle movement. For example, some exercise daily which you can follow, right? For example, Tai Chi is one which is famous from China, yoga which is famous from India. But most of the people who are 100 plus age, they said that they are not following any heavy, they are not doing any heavy exercises, but yes, they are active for the full day. That means they keep on walking, they keep on moving from one place to another place, and that's what keep them happy and healthy. And last but not the least, the chapter about resilience and wabi sabi, right? You have to be resilient in life, right? For example, we have faced corona, but there are people who are resilient, the people, the companies, on government organization, they're resilient, and then they came over it. Then the authors have explained about the concept of wabi sabi, which means the natural things are not perfect. Don't try to look or don't try to find perfection. You will never achieve it. You will only stress out yourself. Accept that natural things which comes to you is always imperfect, and that's how you should accept it. So that's all about this book. I really enjoyed all these books I have noted down the exercises which you can start. I have noted down the food that you can have that are helpful for the stress free. There are foods which will release the stress. So this has with good stories and good examples, the authors were able to engage the reader, at least me, for the full time. And also I always look for some information in the book, so it has some information. If I have to prepare my dinner for today, I can refer to the chapter 8 and see that okay, which um, ingredient that I can follow to prepare a healthy food. Yeah. So that's all from me. I will give you the link of this book. I got this book in very less rate. It was less than 200 from the Flipkart. I will also give you the link for that. And this book is also present in the translated version is also present in different language. I'm not sure about others, but yes, I recently I have purchased this book in Hindi for my parents. And yeah, that's all. You can also read this book and then give your comments in the comment section. Thank you. Bye bye.